what's up YouTube? It's Heretic here and welcome back. Today we are taking a look at a live deck profile, first time in a while. I know some of you guys have been asking for that, so we are in with one of those here today, and we are looking at Evolutions cards for the first time in a deck list. So rather than taking something more splashable from the set, like say the new Dragonite EX, which can go into a handful of decks we already have in the meta, we are going completely original and a new evolution line from, well, ironically, Evolutions, and that is Beedrill. So it probably looks like a base set Beedrill, mainly because it has the same art. But this Beedrill is pretty interesting in the fact that it has an attack for one grass and one colorless called Swarm Sting, which allows you to choose any one of your opponent's Pokemon in play, and then you deal 40 damage to that Pokemon times the number of Beedrills you have in play. Now, setting up a lot of Stage 2s in play can be quite a chore, so we have to tailor our list to that, but if Greninja can set up, in essence, Stage 3s, and Greninja break, then I think we can do this. So, we're going to have some stuff to help us along the way, obviously, but we run a full 4-4-4 Beedrill line. There's our Kakunas, also from Evolutions. And just because we can, since they didn't change the card at all, 4 base set Weedles, because the Evolutions one is an exact reprint, unlike Electabuzz, who they gave metal resistance to. Rip. But in any case, a 4-4-4 Beedrill line, and then since we don't really have a lot of other options, like we could try to run Shaman, but I think we're just going to go with 4 Talonflames here to try and aid our setup, because Beedrill won't be attacking right away anyways, because even with 4 the giant plants, it's going to be tough to get multiple Beedrills out on the first turn, so Talonflame can help us there. So anyway, that's our Pokemon lineup. Supporters, we play 4N, just because we have a full 4-4-4 Stage 2 line, so we want to play more Ns and have more shuffle draw, which means we cut down to 3 Professor Sycamore for our discard draw, and then we have 2 Lysanders, 1 Hex for the Pyramid with just N and Sycamore reversed, and then 1 Teammates because all of our Pokemon are single prizers, so they're a little fragile, but it's definitely beneficial to be able to take advantage of Teammates there. Then we have 4 4s the Giant Plants, obviously, since we're trying to evolve Stage 2 grass types, why wouldn't you? So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into our items. Obviously we got 4 VS Seekers, pretty much the norm there. 4 Trainer's Mails to help us reach for more item cards and potentially supporters. 4 Ultra Ball and 2 Level Ball for Pokemon Search to help us get our Beedrill line up more quickly. And of course, Weedle and Kakuna being Level Ball targets, just making it a little easier. We have 2 Super Rods for in case we have to discard Evolutions early, or if we have a Beedrill get knocked out, you can send the entire Evolution line right back into the deck. 1 Town Map in case we prize our Beedrill pieces, which we're almost certain to prize something of these 12 cards in just about every game, I think. Then we have 1 Captivating Pokepuff. This is a fun little card to run in this deck because we're sniping the bench so much. You could just hit the active with Swarm Sting, but the ability to hit the bench is so good, and so stuff like Shaman EX or Octillery or anything else that might be a bench sitter, very easy to take out, and you can force stuff down with Captivating Pokepuff. Also very good in Standard if you open with it and go first, as you can force, say, a Hoopa or Shaman down and take away the ability entirely. So, cool stuff you can do with that card. And then 3 EXP shares. Now this is my Pokemon tool of choice. Beedrill's attack requires 2 energy, and we're not always going to be able to drop 2 energy, 2 separate attachments before we need to attack, especially if we're trying to stream Beedrills one after another. So by having an energy go from a Beedrill that has been knocked out or a Talonflame onto the next Beedrill is definitely beneficial, as we then only need to attach 1 energy to be able to attack. Sorry about that. My son is playing with Duplo Legos right now, so it's a little noisy. I apologize. Then we have 8 grass energy, just to round things out here. So, enough energy to be able to stream our energies on Beedrill and take advantage of EXP share. You could try to run this with max elixirs, I suppose, if you ran a couple more energy. But the problem with that being that then you have to Max Elixir onto Weedle before it evolves, and sometimes we're going to end up drawing into our evolutions and then having to play a supporter to draw into some energy. So I think that hurts consistency a little bit to go that route. So that's why I went with EXP Share. Plus it allows us to get by with a couple less energy in our deck overall, which makes more space for some of these other cards like Captivating Pokepuff and Town Map. So anyway, that is our Evolutions Beedrill list with Talonflame. And if you guys have suggestions or requests for other Evolutions decks or decks featuring Evolutions cards in particular, feel free to let me know which ones you would like to see, and we will take those into consideration for the next couple of weeks as we cover Evolutions. So anyway, that's what I've got for you right now, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers!
I'ma be